Now on the IVF presser. Mr. President, following the Alabama Supreme Court's stunningly radical opinion jeopardizing in vitro fertilization, Democrats are taking action to protect every American's right to IVF. I just returned from a press conference led by Senators Duckworth, Murray, and several other of my Democratic colleagues, Senators Klobuchar and Baldwin, expressing our support for protecting the right to reproductive technology like IVF. I commend Duckworth and Murray for their leadership on this issue. I strongly support their efforts to safeguard and strengthen IVF access for all Americans. But make no mistake about it, Mr. President, what happened in Alabama is a direct consequence of the hard-right MAGA Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade. And make no mistake about it, there will be other awful, restrictive decisions emanating from the Dobbs decision. And just like the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe, there is only one word to describe last week's Alabama Supreme Court decision: shameful. It's shameful that families who are trying to get pregnant now have to worry that access to in vitro fertilization will be taken away. It's shameful that in the 21st century, women have to travel hundreds of miles for basic health care, and that doctors fear criminal prosecution just for doing their jobs. It is shameful that the United States has become an embarrassment to the world when it comes to reproductive freedom. And it's especially shameful that hard-right Republicans, who have spent decades packing our courts with hard-right judges who have called for national abortion bans, are now trying to backpedal and sound reasonable and supportive of IVF. But that backpedaling won't last. It's as if they lit a match. The house is now on fire, and they say, "Why is that house on fire?" They did everything that would lead up to this. We know that. So make no mistake, the shameful state of a woman's health care and reproductive freedoms is the product of the hard-right Republican agenda. The minority, the small minority in this country or hard-right, are very happy today with this decision, but no one else in America is. The American people watched for decades as the hard-right led a relentless campaign against the fundamental right to choose. Republicans aren't fooling anyone by now trying to run away from their record. Republicans own the disasters of Roe v. Wade. Republicans owned what happened in Alabama, and Republicans will own the consequences. I yield the floor.